Ladies and gentlemen, our fourth contest of the evening is scheduled for 4 rounds in the light heavyweight division. Introducing first, boxing out of the blue corner to my left, wearing black trunks with gold trim. Fresh off an exciting win earlier this fall in his hometown of Skowhegan, Maine, ladies and gentlemen, Zenon Herrera. And his opponent, standing directly across the ring, fighting out of the red corner to my right, wearing black trunks with white lettering. Tonight, he is making his professional debut. From the Fighting Mill City of Lowell, Massachusetts, ladies and gentlemen, Jayson Cologne. 4 rounds, super middleweights.
So as is often the case here in New England, we talk about coaching trees, Aaron. One of your fighters, Tony Andriozzi, is in the corner of Zenon Herrera. Tell us about what you're expecting Mr. Andriozzi to be coaching Herrera
so
on.
let's just call it how it is. You know, Tony Andriozzi does not work with Zenon Herrera. He does not coach him. He does not see him in the gym. He is simply helping him out tonight. Tony, being one of my fighters, he is the former Massachusetts State middleweight champion, also challenged for a super middleweight regional title. Tony is as well-schooled a boxer as any. He's very intuitive, and he's very passionate about the sport. So no matter if you're his fighter, somebody from Bernardo Boxing, or a fighter that, he just got asked to help out for, Tony's going to give him good advice. Tony's going to coach him to the best of his ability and try to give him the best route to victory. The thing that, Zenon Herrera has against him is, they don't have that coach chemistry. Popper, he works with Sean Farley day in, day out in the gym. And just like me and Gruber and Tony and when my athletes fight, once you develop that relationship with that fighter, it's a special bond, and you can say, different code words or just give them a look when they're looking over you at the corner real quick, and they know what to do. Tony's not going to have that with Zenon Herrera tonight, but what Zenon is going to have is a fighter and a coach in his corner who is very well schooled, who can keep him safe.
On the other side of the squared circle, Jayson Cologne from Lowell, fighting out of Haverhill Inner City Boxing. And you're quite familiar with the cities in Massachusetts that have that rich boxing history. Talk about what Lowell has to offer as far as the history of boxing. Of course, the National Golden Gloves is going back to Lowell for the first time in a very long time.
Yeah, so Lowell has been the host of the Sun Charity All New England Golden Gloves for years and years and years now. And thanks to Bobby Russo and USA Boxing New England, we're now acquiring the National Golden Gloves, which is an amazing thing. Lowell has a huge, rich history of boxing. Obviously, the legendary Mickey Ward, put Lowell on the map years ago with his 3 legendary fights with Arturo Gatti, rest in peace, and great, and great surrounding gyms like Haverhill Inner City Boxing Club.
Cologne connecting with a couple of hooks over the top, and Herrera a little bit shaken, but still standing in with him.
Yeah, you can see Herrera. He's game. He's here to fight. He's coming at him. Like I said, awkward timing, coming low, shooting high. But Popper looks well schooled. He has some good explosive. That's a nice pull counter right hand right there by Popper. By Cologne. Excuse me there.
These are the 2 lightest competitors we've seen so far tonight. The first 3 bouts of the evening were either light heavyweight or heavyweight, so it's interesting to see the guys kind of fly around the ring a little bit more. There's that much more space to work with.
Yeah, 168 pounds is a fun weight class. It's not too big, not too small. It's right in the middle, super middleweight. Cologne looks good. He looks sharp out there. He's popping some good shots. Nice little uppercut on the way back. Again, like I said, we knew this. We knew he was going to be well schooled working with Sean Farley. And there it is.
A shot to
Doesn't get any better than that. Touch to the head, finish to the body.
Right side rib cage is the issue now for Herrera as a fighter. If you're Cologne, what are you targeting now?
I mean, he's going right back there. It's already softened up. We felt it once. And, that's as saved by the bell as it gets right there for Herrera.
We saw that a little bit in the second bout of the evening, the John Gruber fight. He targeted that left side rib cage pretty heavily on Hugo Costa, and he was able to find success.
Yeah, luckily for Hugo Costa, he had a little bit more padding down there, so he was able to take it a little bit better.
You can see the different kind of style of fighters. We were talking with Jordan Yanton and Austin Keller earlier. You've got the same weight, but that doesn't necessarily mean anything. You could have a short, stocky guy that's all muscle. You could have a tall guy who wins the reach battle.
I mean, this is what's beautiful about boxing. I always tell people what makes it so beautiful about the sport, right? You got two athletes in there, and they can only use their hands, just above the waist. They're not kicking knee and elbow in. They're not jumping up and down. They got two hands, right? So what makes the difference? Well, it's the skill. It's the head movement. It's how you use your hands. It's feinting, footwork, all of those different elements, and all fighters use their attributes differently, to create a style. And there's no truer statement in boxing than styles make fights.
Round number 2 of scheduled 4.
Yeah, interesting. Colon comes out southpaw now. He was able to drop Herrera from the orthodox and right back to orthodox. I didn't notice that earlier in the fight, but Colon is a switch hitter. And we know Sean Farley said stay patient, but right back downstairs to that body. There it is. Nice right hand.
A shot to the head and
flash, a little knockdown right there by Colon. Beautiful. Herrera's a little hurt there. He's got stumbly legs. Melissa's going to stop this.
That's going to be it.
Great performance by Colon. Great performance.
About 15 seconds into round 2, and it is Jayson Colon with a successful pro debut, able to stop Zenon Herrera. Here's a look at the shot that ended it.
And Jayson showed a lot of poison there, man. He was real comfortable switching stances. Like I said, went from southpaw back to orthodox and set up that beautiful straight right hand. Right down the pipe to put Herrera on his butt. Shout out to Tony Andriozzi, my boy. Did what he could in there. Good job.
"37 seconds of the second round is the time of the stoppage. And so far, we have 4 red corner victories tonight.
All red corner, huh? Chalking it up. Yeah, Colon looked real good. I know Sean Farley's happy. He's got another pro in his stable now, another undefeated pro. It's nice to see a pro debut with such poise, And like I said, that comes from that amateur background.
One thing that we usually take note of is the depth up and down the weight classes that Boston Boxing Promotions is able to offer every single time they put on a promotion. Super middleweight, Colon could be someone to watch out for in the future.
Definitely, the 168-pound class has to be on watch. There's a lot of talent out there, and the way Colon looked tonight, like I said, his amateur background has definitely carried him well into the professional ranks, and it's going to be interesting throwing this guy into the mix.
A couple of great heavyweight bouts before that, Popper and Gruber. Those two are the different body styles that we were talking about. Gruber, a bigger guy who has a ton and a half of power. Popper, a little bit shorter, but he's got more of the muscly build and not as much to absorb the blows. So we'll keep an eye on the heavyweight division too. Those guys are always fun to watch.
Yeah, definitely. John Gruber will be back in March for sure. The plan is to be back with Boston Boxing Promotions. So we'll see. Hopefully March, April, something like that. Whenever their next show is, February, whenever. We're ready for anything. So,
ladies and gentlemen, the end comes at 37 seconds into round number 2. Referee Melissa Kelly calls a halt to this contest. Your winner via TKO, making a successful pro debut from Lowell, Massachusetts, Jayson Colon.